Good afternoon. I think that's us just going into the afternoon now. How is everybody doing? So I wanted to come on and do a live. Obviously, I've been talking about the Heal In for months and months now. We've got the program up, although it still needs a little bit of finessing and more information for people and getting all the tickets sorted out. So I've just had such a crazy schedule and been in quite a dark place there for a few weeks. So after the retreat, I'm just coming out and I'm like that, right, come on, let's get on with the job in hand. So I think most of you know we've moved from the Hebridean into Sligo to another amazing venue to set up Scotland's first ever pop-up healing centre. So now I've really got time to focus on that. And I'm going to go there next week to see the place. And because obviously what we want to do is we want to bring people there to stay, and we want to bring local people in to experience it, and we want to stream courses out for all of you who are not able to come. And to learn to spread the education, inspiration, and support all over the world, because now is the time to really take control of our health. We can't sit around and wait for politicians to change things because, well, apart from the fact it takes ages, it is not their primary concern out to get our country healthy again. So it's us, the people, are going to be left to do the job. And I think really, to be honest, that's the way it should be anyway. Let me just double check that I have got everything going on. Hopefully everybody can hear me. If you're watching, can you just let me know? Yes, I can hear you. So there's only 2 more events this year. The Goddess Gatherings, Saturday and Sunday. There's 1 ticket left for Saturday, and there's, I think, 3 or 4 for the Sunday. So there's still space. Now, the Goddess Gathering is beyond the visible. So we're talking about what can we not see that is affecting our health and happiness, and not just our health, our vitality, our levels of motivation, our curiosity, our willingness to change, and our courage, because I think right now what we're being called for is really to stand in our power and take our health back. And to, if you're not feeling very courageous, come to the gathering and learn how we're going to dive into the subconscious, to look at the ancestral stuff, to look at the intuition, the heart. This is a retreat quite unlike any other, because we really will give you the experience of the techniques. That Jennifer Main's going to be there. If you've not experienced Jennifer, you have to get along and meet her. Connie is going to be there with family constellations, which is really a key part of how we function in our world. What have we come in with? What is in our family system? And I'm not 100% sure about Vida. She just lost her mum. So she may be there, but obviously we understand, and Connie's going to stand in for her if she can't be there on the Sunday. So either way, this is the day that we've got for you. We're going to be doing breath work. We're using vibration. We're using sound. We're getting into the subconscious. We're going to be letting go. We're going to be tuning in to all the amazing senses and really clearing space in the heart, deleting the old files that are out of date and no longer serve us. So it's a day of like divine therapy to really help you be lighter and lighter and brighter, and to feel more courage and strength in the crazy times that we're living in. So that's happening a week on Saturday and a week on Sunday, and it's a phenomenal venue. The country park it's got a beautiful river, beautiful grounds, and the venue is just absolutely gorgeous. So the whole thing is just going to be absolutely amazing. And for a day of what you're going to get and offer, it's such good value to come to these kind of day events because you get so much for your money. So that's the Goddess Gatherings, and that's the only other 2 events that I've got like that this year. And then on the 4th of January, we start with Scotland's first ever pop-up healing centre. So excited about that. What I've been going through over the last few months is just a lot of loss, a lot of grief, a lot of death. People, that are diagnosed, a lot of fear in the family, and all of that stuff, which I've found really quite overwhelming, because when it comes very close, then obviously it becomes a lot more personal, and then I'm human like everybody else. Sometimes you go through things like that and you just have to allow the body to process the grief, the anger, all the stuff that we feel, especially when you've had a perception on what's been going on in the last 4 years. And it's, there's been a lot of sadness over what people have had to endure. But what do we do about it? I was doing a lot of blaming, shaming, and complaining, much as I tell everybody that you blaming, shaming, and complaining. What are we going to do? We have the gift of this place in Skye, and possibly one of the most powerful land masses you could be on. The stunning views. I mean, when we get into the 5 elements, really a lot of the time just going to that venue is going to be healing by itself. Never mind bringing all the other incredible stuff that we've got on offer, the healers, the teachers, the energy that's coming together. John, he's going to be cooking, he's going to be doing the food. So it's we've got this, he's just on this mad learning curve right now, where taking all his really traditional training and skills and then going into the foraging world and bringing all that in, and an understanding of the food as medicine. And, again, just spending the time with my other half, Claire Houlihan, and how when she's cooking, she's seeing how this impacts on the body and the medicine that will go through your body. It's just so inspiring. And our other Claire, we've got 2 now who brought in from the farm, locally. I mean, they farm the animals and the local venison. I mean, it was just an absolute feasting extravaganza. So yeah, when we're in Skye, we're going to be utilising as much as, obviously in Scotland, you have to work with what you have. But the whole education, straight after me, John's going to be doing a cooking course. There's only 6 places available. So if you want to come and stay and learn with John, then that's going to be a phenomenal opportunity. The other thing we're going to have is I'm calling it the techno spa. It's an energy spa. So we'll have the sauna blankets, we'll have the amp coils, we will have the biofield viewer, we will have the virtual meditations, we will have the neurovisor, we will have red light therapy. We're going to have all of that. We've got the terahertz wand. We just have these energy devices that can really help the body, and that's going to be set up for local people on Skye to utilise, and for people that come on the retreats to utilise as well. Because we have the HRV, we'll have the Quest 9 as well, where people can actually see with their own 2 eyes the impact that these things have on the body, how we are energy, and how we can change the energy, and how we can allow things to go through, energy to move through the body. We did a lot of that at the weekend, how we can suppress, express, or do nothing. So all of that is going to be very, very powerful in terms of healing. I think John's looking for a couple of people locally that can come and do the entire 2 months. Imagine, that's what we're going to do. We're going to be immersed in this healing and in this land for 2 months. I'm so excited about it. So we've got phenomenal teachers. Look and see the lineup. We have a variety of things. that we understand, we're also going to be doing a special free retreat for people that have been injured by the COVID infection and the vaccine, whose health has just taken an absolute downward spiral since 2020. So we're looking to raise money for that so that we can help people that have really been abandoned by the government and are struggling on their own to try and get their lives back. So we're going to be doing that, and we've got a raffle, which I'll put in I'll put the link. If you can help me by spreading the word about the raffle, which we're raising the money, and we want to help everyone, and clearly we need money to do that because people are coming, giving their time. There is a payment, much as it's very, very incredible gift. We do have to cover costs and electricity, etc. So it's really helpful if you can. We've got 700 in the raffle already, but the prizes are unbelievable. So if you can really help me spread the word, we're going to be running that till the beginning of December. I'll pop that in the box there. If you can get some tickets, if you can share with your friends, because if you check out the prizes, it's a win-win situation. Phenomenal prizes with healers from all over the place giving their time and their money to help this cause, because we know we need these little healing oases in every community, because we understand that drugs and surgery are not the answer for a lot of the conditions that people are currently experiencing. So very often what's happening is people are going home, they feel terrible, chronic fatigue, tachycardia, vertigo, neuropathy, numbness in their legs and their feet, low-grade chronic infections, pain that's just become almost unbearable and unmanageable. The list goes on. Rare diseases. We're seeing diseases that we've never seen before, that the doctors, and we know that the NHS is literally bursting at the seams, and the staff that work there, my God, I don't know, take my hat off to them, dealing with that every day with really no solutions. Hospitals now, you go in and you get your treatment and you get put out. There's nowhere for people to convalesce, to get to feel better. And I know there's a cost attached to coming to Skye, but if you feel that you could be helped, please write to me, send me a message, let me know that you're willing to, that you need to come and be helped. And if you're not well enough to get out the house, a lot of these courses are going to be streamed, and you can sit in your own home and learn. Because what we need to do now is train people about round the body, the energy, the electromagnetic side of the body, and how you can work with plants, with food, with the elements, with each other. There's not enough doctors in the world to fix everybody. It's not about getting fixed. It's about learning that you're an energy system, and what you think, feel, perceive, believe, and do is having an impact. And, we're living in these crazy times of polarities of I believe this and they believe that, and how the belief systems and the division and the polarities is causing so many issues. All I care about, I've never been interested in politics, is that people are drawing attention to what's happening, how our food chain's been poisoned, how the soil, our topsoil, we're not even if you're growing food, is often not got the same level of nutrition in it because of how our greed, and not of the general day-to-day people, of the corruption in these big techs that are affecting our health and our ability to thrive. So the food has got to be, we have to have good food, affordable. I believe food should be free. But if we get back to community gardens and start growing it all, we can certainly do that. But it takes work, doesn't it? It takes communities pulling together. It takes people pulling together. And that's something that we really need to work on, because in our communities, we all need to be singing from the same hymn sheet, song sheet, where we can all actually pull together for the greater good of each other, instead of going, well, what's in it for me? Am I going to make money from it? Can I, and this kind of, I'm the one, I'm the guru that can help you, and I'm the guru that you need me. No, we need to learn how to work our own systems, how the body is so intelligent. And we've been led to believe, or it's suited us, because let's face it, who wouldn't just love to do what they want and take a pill to get fixed? I would love that. Nobody would love that more than me, but we know that's not the way it is. We are an ecosystem. We have a terrain. The body is like the barrier reef, and there's things live on and in us. And when the body gets to the wrong temperature, when the body gets polluted, disease can happen. And there ain't a pill to fix that. There's a pill that can help you with the symptoms for sure, but sometimes too many pills can make the matter, the situation, the bioterrain even less healthy than it was before. Our immune system, immune boosting, and Claire bangs on about this, boosting the immune system, the winter wellness that we just did in that retreat. How can we get into our cupboards and a lot of the stuff we already have there and really help the digestive system and the nervous system? What can you do to help yourself? And the more that we learn and the more we understand and the more empowered we become, and there's what's right for me might not be right for you. So we really need to learn to tune in to what is right for us. Why are we allowing other people to tell us what we can and cannot do, what we should and should not eat, when that intelligence is already there inside every single one of us? So when we really trust in ourselves, and this is what we do in our retreats, and we'll be doing it at the Goddess Gathering, what's your body saying? What's your heart saying? What's your intuition saying? Because people, even if you do not want to have chemotherapy and radiation, which most people don't want to have, but they will have it because they feel that's what's going to get them better. And that might be the right thing for you, but it might be the wrong thing for others. And currently we don't have any choice. We need to have choice. And especially if you're a lot older, you think, well, why would I put myself through that? Why don't I just look at the things that I can do? So, there's no right or wrong here. There's just you having the support and the education and the information that you need in order to help your system and to live out however much longer you've got in the way that seems harmonious and loving and kind and compassionate. So that's what the Pop-Up Healing Centre is for, that you can really tune in to your inner intelligence, your innate intelligence, and with the help of all the amazing healers and teachers that are coming to Skye, all the people that help Heal Scotland and do all that work behind the scenes, that we can really make an impact. Because if we're sitting waiting for a politician or a few politicians to make the changes, to create these healing oases in our communities where people can come to learn how to live again or to live to the best of their ability. We can't look back. We can learn from the past, but we need to look forward. Where do we go from here? We've all made choices that, we can look back and say, I shouldn't have done that, or I should have done something else. We need to unhook from beating ourselves up around what we've done, what choices we've made, what other people have done and are doing. And we need to look forward. What can we do from here? How can we help ourselves? How can we help other people's selves? And how can we move out of the level of suffering that we're seeing around us? And when somebody gets diagnosed, the pain that brings to everybody in the inner circle. Is there a better way to do it? I believe there is. How can we hold hands with what we already have and create more amazing places for people to learn? And do you know the big thing is to find the courage within, because I can see it, people are teetering on the brink of like, oh, what if I was really powerful? What if I was really, really resilient? What if I could find that courage within to live the path that I would love and the purpose that I would love? So many people, and a lot of them are women, primarily women, set up these social enterprises within their community. They see there's a gap that is not being filled. And we see it in Lochilphead, for example, with what Catherine Patterson's doing and with her incredible place and Karen McCurry in the MS Centre. You know, these women, they're doing phenomenal work. And the surgery that is sending people there because we're all overloaded, right? There's too much work to be done in terms of care, in terms of mental health and all of that. So we have to, you know, that we can't close our eyes to this any longer. We have to stand up. What can I do to help? How can I be of service and support these women and men? Because it's not only women, but just in the social enterprise world, there's a lot of women. How we can help get the money funneled. And Neil McEnroy goes on about this. Is the money getting scooshed out and spent in other places? Or are we funneling the money back into our communities and looking after each other? That's what we have to do. And, you know, everybody's like, Skye's far away. Well, Skye's where the opportunity came. And Skye's powerful landmass, and you can get there by bus if you're well enough. I'm perfectly well aware not everybody can get there. But this is the first of its kind. And if you're ready and willing to help and set up something in your area where we can help people, then I'm right there behind you. This is not about me. This is about the people in Scotland taking over these community places, working together. What can we do? What do you need in your area? How can we help people? Because a lot of people are suffering because they don't have the right information. They don't know how to breathe. They don't know how to let go. They don't know anything about forest bathing. They've never tried cold water because they don't really fully understand the science behind it. And all the other millions of things that you can do in your community. And there's loads of great stuff going on that will make you feel better. What can we do for people that are housebound? How can we help them? And can we take people into a beautiful healing oasis to help lift them up enough that they can go back home and live in a different way with these much, much stronger communities? Because community is immunity. And yes, you can come in a retreat, there's loads of brilliant retreats going on. You can come in a retreat, but then you're going back, aren't you, into the community? And that's where the work needs to be done. That's where we need to all be pulling together and try not to pull each other down and phoning and complaining about what other people are doing because you don't understand. We need to be loving our neighbours as ourselves. And I believe a big part of that is really getting to know each other in a level where you understand that everybody's struggling and everybody will have hard times and everybody will have good times. And we getting together, there's not a politician, there is not a doctor that can do this for us. It doesn't matter how much of an expert, how many degrees and PhDs you've got. This is back to the basics. It's a groundswell of humans looking after humans, and that's what we're doing. So, Skye, yeah, check out the lineup. Please help me buy the raffle tickets. Please spread the word if this resonates with you. And it won't resonate with everyone. I'm totally aware of that. But if it resonates with you, you can really, really help me. You can help the people that are sick. Come to Skye by buying the raffle tickets, by making a donation if you want to make a donation. It's very transparent. The only wage that comes out of the Heal Scotland charity is one that goes to Kirsten, that helps me, that is my right-hand woman. She helps and trains me. I do not take a wage out of this. Nobody else takes a wage. So all the money that you put in will go to the healing communities to create the healing oasis, the mothership. We need a big place. The hospitals are no longer a place where people can go and spend weeks convalescing, but we need that. So many people are living alone now, and they're alone and they're sick. I mean, no wonder people are dying. And it breaks my heart to think of that. People alone in their homes, so miserable. And often a little bit of the right information can help transform that. Drugs and surgery are not the answer to a lot of these chronic degenerative issues. An understanding of the body and what you can eat and what you can think and what you can do to make yourself feel a little bit better. And those of us who are strong and able to stand on our own 2 feet can do that. And then we can help. What do we know? Giving back. makes us feel better. Being of service helps us feel worthy and gives us a purpose. Every one of us. And we can do something, even if it's just like, share, whatever it is. You can help spread the word that we're all in this together, all completely connected. We may have different belief systems and different ideas how it can be done. So what? As long as we're all doing what needs to be done, does it matter what we believe? If you have strong faith in something higher than you and working towards that, then you are going to be in the right path. So anyway, enough from me. I'm a bit of a space today in terms of, come on, let's do it. Let's change our health trajectory because we can. Anyway, look at the state of my hair. I'm going to a ball this weekend. I need to get something done with this. I look like an old man. So anyway, what would it take for us to change our health trajectory? It would take us, all of us, pulling together to make it happen. Anyway, sending huge love, and I will hopefully see you all in Skye and beyond, or at the Goddess gatherings. See you later. Ciao.